What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fellow YouTubers? All of you have been very welcome on this statistical review for the Miradorn Theta class heavy raider, and that is a tier 6 starship in Star Trek Online. Now, to do this review, I kind of needed to be on Tribble just because there are a couple of space sets that currently I do not have on the holodeck server. So with that being said, let's go through this thing. Now, first of all, for those that haven't seen my videos, I'm going to go through the starship information, then the customization, then the starship visuals we're going to showcase in the space. After that, we're going to see if this thing has a bridge. Bridge officers are going to be covered as well. A admiralty card will be shown as well. And lastly, but not leastly, we are going to take this thing into combat. So definitely looking forward to that part. But first of all, let's get started with the information of this thing, what Cryptic has provided us. The Miradorn specializes in nimble, fast-striking starships such as the Theta class heavy raider. This small vessel can stand up to other large ships in battle thanks to a potent weapon suit and priority electrical baffling technology that can blind enemy sensors and knock their engines offline. Pilot ships are highly agile craft designed to perform advanced maneuvers that can give them a deadly edge in combat. By double tapping your directional movement keys, your starship will perform a maneuver in that direction. This starship also comes equipped with a dual warhead launcher in its heavy weapon slot. Nice. A dual warhead launcher. Ooh, that's going to be awesome to see. Looking forward to that. This weapon will fire warheads at your target. Each warhead will explode upon impact, dealing heavy kinetic damage. Wow, nice. It may be upgraded like a standard weapon, swapped out for another heavy weapon, and placed in any other starship heavy weapon slot. Very nice. I like that. The Miradorn Theta class heavy raider comes equipped with a Miradorn Sensor Baffler. Okay. When this console ability is activated, your starship will release a powerful electromagnetic pulse that will placate nearby enemies, preventing them from being able to attack you, as well as knocking their engines offline. Also, you will gain a critical hit chance and a critical severity bonus for a short time. Wow, nice! Critical chance, always nice. Critical severity to make the critical hits really high in DPS. Definitely awesome. Additionally, any flanking damage buffs you receive from intel flanking or radar flanking will be increased. Nice, very nice. Yada yada yada. After achieving level 5 in your Miradorn Theta class heavy raider tier 6, you will unlock the Advantageous Positioning Starship Trait. Wow, what is that? Okay, that's sounding really interesting. When this Starship Trait is slotted, you ignore a portion of your target damage resistance rating with your weapons while attacking your target rear arc. Okay, so when you're going to level this thing ultimate to level 5, you will ignore a portion of the target damage resistance rating with your weapon while attacking the target's rear arc. So, okay, so all of the just to explain to you guys this thing, all of these raiders, they have these flanking bonuses. So to actually achieve flanking, you basically need to be behind the enemy. And while you level this particular ship all the way to level 5, you will increase, you will ignore a portion of the target's damage resistance rating. So you're going to do more damage to a certain enemy or to your enemy when you're with your weapons when you are going to attack its the after section of its ship, of the enemy's ship. Very nice. Some new some new tactic that's needed to be involved with this thing, but I guess this is a raider, so turning with this thing and, you know, maneuverability is not going to be an issue. Just standing still behind an enemy might be challenging for some people. This is available for all faction, and it is a tier 6, but you are required to be level 50 or level 40 and above. Okay, so Rear Admiral, Brigadier General, and Sub-Admiral 1 for the Romulan, Brigadier General for Klingons, and Rear Admiral for the Federation. Hull strength is going to be 30,000 hit points at level 40, 34,500 hit points at level 50, and 40,000 hit points at level 60. Now, all of these raiders have a little bit of a low hit points when it comes to their hull. Also, shield modifier of 0.99. So all of your shields that you're going to equip on this thing, including your engines, impulse modifier right here, are going to be modified by this amount. So shield modifier 0.99. This thing comes equipped with 5 weapons on the front, 1 weapon on the aft, and that is excluded on the heavy weapon slot. So you're going to get basically a 5 on the front, 1 on the aft, and a 360-degree one. That is going to be 7 weapons in total. So DPS wise, this thing is going to be a beast. There's room for 2 device slots. Console modification, there's going to be 5 tactical, 2 engineering, and 4 science slots. Base turn rate of 20 degrees per second, so you're going to fly around making donuts around your target. Impulse modifier of 0.22. Like I said on the shield modifier, impulse modifiers is going to modify the engines, and this thing is going to modify the shields. Has an inertia rating of 75. This thing comes flat out with plus 50 to weapon power and also plus 5 to engine power. This thing also going to give us tactical maneuvers. Tactical maneuvers. Okay. Typo right here. Also that Miradorn Sensor Baffler, heavy weapon slot, can load cannons, dual cannons if you're going to go that route. Also has that improved raider flanking, so 33% more damage when attacking an NPC's enemy's rear arc, and 11% damage when attacking a player's enemy rear arc. Starship weapon package, the raider, that's going to give us precise weapon system, tactical maneuvers, in-hand weapon system, enhanced weapon banks, and advantageous positioning. That is the unlockable Starship Trait. Now, let's go through the customization of this thing. Right click, use. So here we are with the customization part. What the hell? What the hell is this kind of ship looks like, man? Wow, this is what I'm usually not really negative when it comes to ship designs, but this thing is hideous. Anybody liking this ship? I mean, what's going on, Cryptic? I kind of understand that this thing needs to be really small in the design because it's going to be like, you know, flying, definitely like an escort, but come on. It kind of looks like a some kind of reject bird of prey when it comes to these wings. And this particular part, the fuselage, if you can call it that, the hull, this kind of reminds me of a Breen helmet. When they have that visor thing up here and they have like that nose part. Definitely looking hideous. Yeah. Anyway. One template. Do we have different window types? We do not. We do have our own unique interior, so there's definitely going to be a unique bridge on this thing. and I'm going to showcase that in a later stage. What's up with these circles up here, man? It's like circular design everywhere on the hull. I am not liking this ship at all. What gives? Did they hire somebody new? Is this like their first project or something? Alright, so we don't have material types or different material types. It is what it is coming out of the box. No kind of customization at all. There are a couple of different pattern overlays that you can do, but that's basically saying everything on this ship. There is no customization at all. There are a couple of pattern overlays that you can do by switching the basic patterns up here to whatever is going to be to your liking, but my god, this thing looks hideous. And this is the main prize from the privateer lockbox. So this is the grand prize of the privateer lockbox. So this is why you guys are buying all of the lockboxes and purchasing all of the master keys with Zen. Wow, this thing is I'm not happy about this thing. I'm not happy about it at all. Anyway, let's get into space to showcase all of the visuals on this thing. Cancel. So here we are back in space. Now this is how the ship looks like coming out of the box. I did cancel all of the changes that I made when I was doing the customization of this ship, because I want to showcase this thing when it comes out of the box without any modification to the hull. Even though we did not have a lot to modify on this thing, this is the way it is. It is flying. I mean, it's kind of like based on an escort pilot ship design, raider. They even call it a raider, so I mean, maneuverability is not really an issue. I mean, turning wise, definitely is turning like on a dime, as they say. Let me start doing all of these visuals right here. Now, like I said, this is how it comes out of the box without being modified at all. So we do have a little bit of different colors up here with the yellowish tint and the dull gray color that you guys see. Really hideous in my personal opinion, obviously. Let's grab that because we're going to need that later on. But let's start. Let us start with the adapted Mako. All three pieces of the adapted Mako on the Miradorn Theta class heavy raider. It's just too much. Let me zoom back in so you guys can see more of the details right here. Wow, this ship is definitely in my ugly list. All right, the Aegis next. Aegis. There you go with the Aegis space set on this ship. Alright, it's kind of like with the Aegis space set with all of these white lines on the hull and stuff like that. Why does it still have the wrong... This is the Aegis space set, right? Why does it have that? Okay. With the Aegis space set, it definitely is better looking with all of those lines we see. Oh, these white lines that you guys see on the hull. It's a little bit more appealing, I guess. And then the flat out version of this thing, wow. Not liking this ship at all, man. It's hideous. The Borg space set. All three pieces of the Borg. You know what? Let's do the Universal Console as well. If I can find it. There it is. Here we go with all of the Borg visual representation. So we're going to get engine modifier right there. We got a huge deflector dish. And we have those nodes. We have those nodes on the wings. Wow, this definitely looks like a rejected bird of prey design. You know, seeing this ship kind of reminds me, or at least not reminds me, kind of wants me to have like the same option that we have for visuals, you know, so you can have one particular set just to have the ship utilizing like the statistics, the numbers for a particular space set, and we have a different option to utilize the visuals from a different space set. I'm kind of wondering if we are going to get like skin versions, like, you know, we can have this particular ship, but let's say in an escort or in a, I don't know, in a Klingon birds of prey design, you know, so everything is going to be better than this. Or the Enterprise J version of this thing. You know, zooming all over the place. Wouldn't that be something? Unequipped. Okay, counter command, and counter command. Cool. Now this is what I'm talking about. This thing is definitely looking awesome with this counter command space set. These black lines that you guys see, or this dark blue, I should say, it's not really black. And with the green engine exhaust or engine glow or engine wake. Nice. It's kind of growing on me, even though it is definitely an ugly design. Ooh, nice. Did not expect that to be that reflecting this white glow or this white pattern up here. Nice. Really cool. I like it. I like the the visuals, not the ship. Don't get me wrong, the ship is still hideous. Somebody needs to get fired. That internship guy that is doing all of these designs. You know, man, you're not gonna get the job. I'm sorry. If it was up to me. All right, Delta. Delta. And Delta. All three pieces of the Delta space set. Nice. Really flat design. I'm kind of liking the Delta space set on this ship though. Very nice. Very cool. And you guys can definitely see the way that this ship transformed with the Delta space set is not being like bombarded by the rays of the sun. It kind of features these washed out colors. Nice. Very cool. All right, let's head to the Dyson version. Dyson and Dyson engines and shields. All three pieces of the wow! Wow, that is... Did they give the Dyson their own engines? Or engine wake? I've never seen this particular color. I mean, we have seen these patterns up here. Wow, I've never seen the engine exhaust of the Dyson. Really cool. Got a little bit of like reddish with a pinkish glow on top. Very cool. Oh, that's awesome. Now the design is okay, I guess. It's kind of growing on me. This is definitely not something like, you know, Federation standard wise, a really good looking ship, but it's growing on me with all of these different visuals, so you can mismatch components. I mean, obviously the shield that you're going to equip is going to have like, it's going to be like full of the entire ship is going to be overlaid with that particular shield, but you can have a little bit of like, you know, say in what kind of animation the deflector dish is going to be, or the engines. Wow, I'm really loving the color of the engines right now. I'm really amazed at that. All right, let's move on to the Iconian engines and shields. Here we go with the Iconians. Yeah, not much to say about it. I mean, definitely something we were expecting. And I'm talking obviously to those that have watched like many videos on my channel. The Iconian definitely adds to the appeal of every ship, especially when it is like on the shadow side. Let's get there right now. This part right here definitely adds to the appeal of ships, or at least in my personal opinion, it does. Really not liking these yellow plates up here that they made with this ship. Nope. Gemhead R is going to be next, and I believe this one is one of them. This one and one of these. All three pieces of the Gemhead R space set. Victory is life. If you guys are a fan of the Gemhead R as a species, you will definitely know what I'm talking about. Nice. I am definitely liking the Gemhead R space set on this ship. It's not really overwhelming with like the pattern design and pattern overlays. Nice. Just subtle. Just lots of subtle changes on this thing. Very cool. Nice. All right, the new Kara is going to be next if I can find it. Where is the new Kara? No, that's the Mako. New Kara, there we go. New Kara and new Kara. Now this is how this ship is supposed to be played with the new Kara space set. Wow, this is like the best looking overlay on this ship. Definitely. Like it's beat up by its, you know, it has been to battle. It's been battle scourged. Wow, these Tholians, man. They do have some really cool designs. I like it. I like it a lot. Nice. All right, let's do the Omega. This one, Omega shields. Okay, not a lot of changes I'm seeing. We are seeing the familiar pattern overlays up here, where these yellow plates came on the customization part. So not a lot of changes with the Omega space set. Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I am definitely looking forward to this space set, and this one is going to be the Riemann engines and Riemann shields. Boom! Haha, nice. Nice. Definitely cool. Now this ship is angry. It's ready for battle. Very cool. Now some of you already know this, but the Riemann space set doesn't change in its design, in its overlay on color design and stuff like that. It doesn't get faded out or influenced by the rays of the sun, so it doesn't really matter. You just have a little bit of a glow kind of chrome design look, so it does reflect the sunlight or like planets and nebulas and stuff like that, but it doesn't change its colors. So that is that. Romulan and Romulan. This is the Romulan space set. The Romulan space set is kind of like the Aegis space set. It's kind of based on that, or at least the way Cryptic is making them these days, with these greenish lines. Now the Aegis space set have those white lines, white bluish lines, and the Romulan have these really bright green ones, and I definitely love that as a design. Little bit of intriguing design, little bit of an eye catcher, to be honest. Like, it's looking, your eyes are definitely going to go and like look, oh, that's the, You know, these lines up here. Oh, that's from the Romulan space set, or that's from the Aegis space set, or that's from the Borg space set. All right, let's go to the temporal right here. And right there. Temporal space set on the Miradorn Theta class Heavy Raider. Nice. Very cool. Very nice. I like this thing. All right, let's go with the Terran one. Terran engines and shields. Terran space set right here. Now this is what I mean with definitely you guys on Cryptic are making some really bad designs. Look at this thing. It's like totally out of positioning right here. And I'm talking about the visuals for the deflector dish. Look at this. Come on, man. People are paying money for this thing. Make it good. Make it that people are, you know, buying something that they're looking forward to. Look at this thing. It's totally out of place, totally clipping out of the ship. That is just some bad design. People are spending money to get this thing, man. Keys are not really cheap these days if you buy them off the exchange. And if you buy them with, you know, real currency, it's going to hurt your wallet. And I mean, they did give us like, right now there is like that, that sale on keys. So you can get a bunch of them. But still, come on. Put some effort into it. God damn. Breen space set. Oh man, look at that. I take it back. This ship is definitely, with the Breen space set, it is the best looking if it comes to design. Yeah, definitely. The Jem'Hadar space set on this ship, the counter command, those are definitely visuals that you want to play around with on this particular ship with this particular stupid design. Because I'm not liking it. Did I mention that? This design is really bad. I am actually wondering where the weapon nodes are going to be on this thing. If it's going to be somewhere on these spikes up here. On these arms, if you can call them that. Alright, let's do the Lucari space set. And that should be somewhere, this guy. Where this guy, and shields this guy. Cool, here we go with the Lucari space set. Yeah, well, most ships are definitely awesome in its design by the Lucari visuals. They're definitely adding up to the appeal, but I'm sorry, but this thing is this thing looks like a reject, man. Come on. I'm definitely a positive person, but come on. This thing is hideous. I don't know if people are going to get this thing off the exchange or selling it or buying it. I wish I could, like, you know, wrap it around a lockbox again and get my keys back. All right, this one is the upcoming from the reputation that we're going to be playing with. This is that prevailing space set and its visuals. So we are going to see a little bit of lightning right there. We got, whoa, what the hell are these? These are like the engine modifiers with electricity bolts coming out of them. Wow, nice. And definitely different patterns on the ship right here. We are seeing these yellow plates coming back, or yellowish plates coming back. Really awesome deflector dish animation, not the bolt of lightning that you guys are seeing, but the inside this hologram or this beam of light, there is like an aperture right there, so you have like a triangle opening up right there. If you guys can see that, I'm gonna try to follow it a little bit so you guys can see. Those are like lines up there on the deflector dish opening aperture. Very nice, very cool in its design, definitely adding to the appeal of this thing. Nice. So that was it. That was all of the visuals that we are going to do. There isn't anything else to do with this thing. Now I am definitely going to showcase this thing in combat, but first of all, let's go through whatever we are seeing right here. We are seeing that this thing has 5 weapons on the front: a deflector, impulse, warp shields, and an aft weapon. So right now we have 6 weapons. We have 5 on the front, 1 on the aft, and we have this 360-degree heavy escort dual warhead launcher. Oh my god, that's really a mouthful to say. And so you're basically getting like 6 weapons on the front and 1 on the aft if you're like facing the enemy forward. And if you're having your enemy on the aft, you basically have like a an aft weapon and a 360 degrees, so you kind of have like 2 weapon slots on the aft. There is also room for 2 devices. Engineering have 2 consoles, science have 3 consoles, and tactical have 5 console slots. The Starship Mastery right here, level 1, is going to give us the increased accuracy by +5. Level 2 is going to increase our defense by 5, or by +5. Level 3, +10 in kinetic and energy damage. It's going to increase. Level 4, critical severity by 15%. Definitely going to do lots of high criticals with this thing if you can land a critical hit on your enemy. Level 5 is that unlockable Starship Trait. So armor penetration with weapon while flanking. So to self +20 armor penetration when with weapons while flanking, and that was 33%. Let me look. Yeah, 33% when attacking an NPC and 11% when you're attacking a player. So that is in PvP. You're not going to do much, higher damage towards your fellow players. Now, let's read the information right here of that heavy weapon slot. So that's the heavy escort dual warhead launcher. The dual warhead launchers fires a pair of projectiles in a 360-degree targeting arc. and a high yield kinetic damage and deal high yield kinetic damage to your target and up to 2 additional targets within 1 kilometers. So 10-kilometer range and 8 seconds to recharge. Wow, this is really high. This is gonna do some serious damage to the target. 5,546.2 kinetic damage times 2 within a 1 kilometer radius. So definitely awesome if you're going to use this thing in addition to gravity well. Skill effect, disability, Starship weapon training. Yeah, we all have that. Definitely cool to see this thing in action. The information from the Universal Console. We kind of already read this, but let's go through it again. The Miradorn Theta class Heavy Raider comes equipped with the Miradorn Sensor Baffler. When this console ability is activated, your starship will release a powerful electromagnetic pulse that will placate nearby enemies, preventing them from being able to attack you, as well as knocking their engines offline. Also, you will gain a critical hit chance and critical severity bonus for a short time. Additionally, any flanking damage buff you will receive from intel flanking or radar flanking will be increased. Now, this thing as a passive, if you're going to equip it, it's going to give us 1.5% in critical chance and also plus 10 in defensive rating. Okay. Okay, I like this. Okay, we just read about that. So affected foes at maximum of 5 with a 5-kilometer sphere. So 5 kilometers from the epicenter, that being your ship. 0.5 seconds to activate with a 2-minute cooldown. To self, 15% critical chance for 20 seconds. 33% critical severity for 20 seconds. And foe will be placated for 10 seconds or until target suffers 18,408.8 damage. Foes are going to have engines offline for the next duration of 10 seconds. And self-radar and intel flanking damage bonus increased by 33% for 20 seconds. Wow. So if you can position yourself behind your enemy, put them on a gravity well with a heavy weapon thingamajig, 2 torpedoes, dealing enough damage. Radar flanking 33%, also 33% because it is a radar, so you're going to get 66% increase for your for this thing to do massive amount of DPS against the enemy. Definitely cool. Skill that affect disability, control expertise. Very nice. This thing is also part of a 2-set bonus. And the 2-set bonus, if you equip to both of them, is going to give you plus 33 electrical damage for heavy particle focused ray. I guess that is from the other ship, from the Lobi store, that you need to have these heavy particle focuser array, I guess. Also 33% in recharge speed for the Miradorn Sensor Baffler. Okay, so 33% is going to give us like 1.4 minutes. So a minute and a half-ish on a recharge time, on a cooldown. Really cool. Really nice to utilize. 25% in hull penetration. Wow. Improves hull penetration in for Starship weapons. So you're going to deal even more damage if you have the 2-set bonus. Hull penetration, definitely awesome. When you want to do a lot of DPS to your ship or to the enemy with your ship. Very cool. Okay. Well, else the bridge officer stations right here. Now, as you guys know, flanking or raiders and those kind of ships, they usually have like lots of universal stations on their bridge officer slots. So this thing in particular has 2 of them. So Lieutenant Commander Universal Stations times 2. So you can go engineering, tactical, or science on this thing. Very nice. Lieutenant Universal / Intelligence Station. Oh, there is a 3rd one as well. Ensign Universal Station for like science abilities, I guess. or well, you can basically go all kind of stuff the way that you want to play. Who am I to actually say that? There is 4. Wow, a Lieutenant Universal or Intelligence Stations. I did not notice that on when I was reading this. So there are 4 universal stations that you can go all kinds of route with this thing. There is one that is a dedicated commander, tactical, or pilot station. I don't think I have lots of pilot abilities. No, let's use you. Let's go with the standard layout. Hazardous and particle. Why not? I do want to have, yeah, sure, why not? Just a little bit of a tractor beam. Seriously, let's go with that. Let's do a little bit of a drain abilities. Now, as I always say, disclaimer right here, don't use this as a build. This is just something that I brought out together, like, you know, because I want to have a little bit survivability, a little bit of powers to utilize when in combat. Can we? All right. Torpedoes. Do I even have torpedoes? Oh, okay, I have torpedoes. Good. Stations. You can go all kind of, you know, all kinds of route with this thing. I wouldn't go science heavy on this thing, to be honest, because, well, it can work. It can work because, you know, you can, you know, do lots of science abilities, and most of the science damage you're going to do are definitely front facing. So maneuvering with this ship is not going to be an issue. So you can definitely go science. So yeah, you can go all kind of stuff. There are 4 universal consoles with 1 tactical. So definitely, you know, it is up to you to fly this thing. And that's, you know, that being said, let's go to the bridge of this thing. Guys, I do want to apologize for not showing you the Admiralty card. So I'm going to sneak this part in the video, and I hope you guys are not going to blame me immensely for forgetting it. This is the Admiralty card for the Miradorn Theta class heavy raider, tier 6 with 4 stars in its rarity, has 24 points in engineering, 65 in tactical, and 37 in science, with 18 hour in cooldown. Now, special ability plus 20 in tactical and science when slotted alone. So you need to slot this thing into a project alone, and you're going to get plus 20 to tactical and plus 20 to science. This thing has 18 hours in maintenance and is currently on reserved. Let's continue the video. We go with the bridge. Now let's see what... Wait a minute, this is just a normal... What? Is this like a unique bridge for... Do you guys see a face in this thing? So you got the eyes up here, the nose up here. I guess this is like their own kind of bridge, I guess. I wasn't expecting this. Okay. So we got just a simple design. We got a really big view screen right there. We got some really cool we got some really cool stools up there, so you can have like a place to sit. She is not even sitting. She is floating in the air. Oh, that's awesome. Even this guy is floating. Not really sitting down. Okay, okay. So definitely a simple design in the bridge layout right here. It kind of feels a little bit like Starfleet-y. Starfleet-y, if that is even a word. Okay, okay. Okay. Definitely simple in its design. Functional, right? It's functional. No added bonuses. All right, let's take this thing into combat. So here we go with the wanted mission, my go-to mission when I want to test out bridge officers or ships. Now I did, when I was actually going up there in sectors. Oh, here as well. Okay, so you are seeing these kind of like electrical discharges coming out of the engines. That is something I did not notice when we're doing the visual test. So there are a little bit of like electrical discharges, if you guys can actually see them on these. Oh, that's too much. On the engine wake. Very cool to see. But let's get up there. Now, something that I did not mention before, this thing has like these radar, whatever it's called. So you can basically roll to a particular movement. So I'm going to go right. Oh, here we go. Right. And each time you're going to perform one of those actions, you basically need to wait up until this meter is all the way full. And then you can go left. So you can have that kind of maneuverability. Okay, let's take this thing into combat and see what it's going to do. Ooh. Ooh, that heavy weapon slot did that big explosion. There, nice. Wow. Wow, that heavy weapons, that is just OP. Look at those two torpedoes. And boom, impact. Nice. Let's drain these shields. It doesn't have any more, but let's do it anyway. And heavy weapon, go. Boom. Cool. And you can also use them for thrust forward and thrust backwards, obviously. When this meter goes up, I'm gonna go backwards. So you can move like that. Do I have gravity well? No, I have charge particle burst. Okay, let's use that. 3, 2, 1, boom. Now, like I said, maneuverability with this thing, not really an issue. Beta, oh, my ship is going to move really fast. Whoa, almost dead. What's going on? All right, this special ability before I die. On 3, 2, let's go a little bit closer, a little bit closer. All right, 3, 2, 1. Wow, nice. So we disabled all of their weapons or all of their engines and made them not target us. Nice. Very cool. Wow, those two, this heavy weapon, man, this is definitely doing some really cool damage. I like that. Particle burst, a little bit of heal. No, it hit me. I was trying to get away from that. Oh, it doesn't have shields. High yield, give me high yield. Go high yield. Ooh, 21,000 crit. Nice. As you guys are seeing, it is a little bit of a... Oh, it doesn't have shields. This thing, it's not really good on shields as it goes. or hull. So you kind of need to fly this thing as an escort. I mean, it is a raider after all, so. But I do want to utilize this ability again, so let's wait 20 more seconds. And all of the pilot ship have these abilities, so you can roll. Very nice. Hazard emitters. No, it doesn't clean that. Come on, I know you're there. Alright, let's disable their weapons in 3, 2, 1. Or their engines, sorry. And yep, their engines are offline and they cannot target me. Beta beam, let's drain their shields. Whoa, what was that? That hurt me. Nice, right? Not bad. Give me a high yield. Go high yield. There. Nice. And you can also go backwards. Whoa. Okay. So buffs like these for hull healing, definitely a must on this ship. Even though I'm not really good on like console wise or skills, you guys know I don't have any. And I haven't died yet, so definitely cool to use this ship in combat if you're liking hit and run actions. If that is your thing, you can use this ship all kind of ways, like I just did. I mean, science is going to be good. I don't know about survivability, so I wouldn't recommend engineering. But if you can make it work, why not? You know, play the way you want to play, and don't listen to me or anybody else out, you know, what is on YouTube or, you know, telling you the way you should be playing. In STO, there are so many ways to play and reach your goal. If your goal is to do DPS, there are so many ways to do that. Tactical is not the only way anymore. But anyway, I hope you guys had a little bit of entertainment coming out of this channel with all of the visuals from this thing, the Miradorn Theta class heavy raider. And I hope to see you on the next one. For now, I'm going to say take care of yourselves and later.